What's up, YouTube? And this video, I'm talking about being happy and how I feel it takes. It's a 24-hour job to be happy. You ask people how they doing, everybody always say, all right, I'm doing okay. And they smile through their pain, and they not really happy. And I understand it. There's so much going on in this world. You trying to smile, you trying to keep your composure. You look at the news cycle, violence, everything coming down, and you try and just keep your head up high, keep it held up, and try and stay positive. Look at the good things out of life instead of the negative. But it's so much negative, and people, at this point are tired. People at their wits' end, trying to be something that they're not, because we coming out here, and we outside. You at the grocery store, you at the office, at the job, and you trying to smile through it all. Even if you're not smiling, you putting on some type of facade, some type of representative, and it's not really you. And you do this for 24 hours. And then you leave the job and you come home to your family if you have one. If it's just you, then you see your neighbors. And it's so much of being phony. It's not real, because there's so many people that are not happy, or they are happy, but not to the fullest extent that they want to be. And so they try and hide it through material things, where they go on vacation, how much money they just made. And that's all fine, but it still doesn't complete them. It's like this, Alicia Keys got this song where she says, some people so poor, all they got is their money. I don't care what they offering. It can be anything. They can't afford what we got. This is priceless. You can't pay to get it. Not even a king. And a king has wealth beyond measure. And I got that song. I got it downloaded. But that part always stood out to me, about some people so poor, all they have is their money. But I think they hold on to that because it's a 24-hour cycle. Then the next day and the next day on trying to be happy. Staying happy, looking happy, wanting people to perceive you as happy is a 24-hour job. But it's very fake as well. Because you got so many people that's not happy at these jobs, doing stuff that they don't want to do, but they so afraid that they not going to be able to pay a bill, so they keep going back and doing it. So afraid that they will not be able to pay a bill, so they keep going back and doing it. And when you do stuff over and over again, it's called insanity. People are being driven crazy, trying to stay happy. I said it's a 24-hour job. Trying to stay happy, sane, acting like that nothing is bothering you. It's hard. And then people try and find other stuff outside of themselves to be happy. You get relationships to be happy. You have kids to be happy. Doing everything for all the wrong reasons, just to try and solidify themselves and get them in a certain center where they feel like, okay, now I have arrived. But no, you still get depressed. You still get miserable. It's people who find the silver lining and manage to get into that certain space where it's like, okay, I'm doing my purpose. That's what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to be at. And so many people don't know their purpose, or they see it, but they don't feel like they can make any money off of it. And so they don't go after it. So they go back to just working and be miserable. But you got to put the time, effort, and create a space where you can go towards your purpose as well. It's on the side. You're doing this job that you don't like, but you still doing that. And then the next step is to try and monetize what you love to do. You see people playing sports. You see people doing poker on ESPN. I've seen that. They playing blackjack. getting paid, winning money. People would love to do their purpose and get monetized off of it, whether it be recording videos like this on YouTube, because you like to express yourself, you want to be in front of the camera and spread knowledge to the people, or maybe you want to get paid off of doing something in your garden and teaching people that way. But that's where it's going. And everybody's putting up this fake image of, hey, I'm happy, everything is how it's supposed to be. But they can't really say that with integrity, bringing it from the inside to the out and actually telling people that. That's the thing. Is everything really how it's supposed to be? But only you know the answer on the individual level. What's coming, what's going, how it's making you feel. People being depressed because they like, okay, this is all that it is. And you come outside though, and you hang out. You don't really talk to nobody. You see the people that's just on their phone, tapping away, but they don't engage, they don't interact with the human population like that. It just becomes some sort of game, some sort of simulation, whatever. And these people look happy. They out here, they just tapping away on their phone. But they can't really engage with you and me. They can't talk to another human being because they really not happy. And that's something to look into. People just not being able to be themselves. And when happiness becomes a job, it doesn't work. You're not happy anymore. That you shouldn't have to work to be happy, to be joyful, to really embrace the reason you here on earth right now, whatever that may be. Like I said, no one can tell you, well, maybe some people can tell you your purpose if you go through the right channels. If you into that, you're dealing with numerology, astrology, all of that, tarot cards, all of that. But if not, you sit back sometimes, lay in your bed, turn off everything, lights, TV, no sound, and just let your thoughts come to you and tell you what your purpose is, where you're supposed to go. Might not be easy, but once you accomplish it, then the sky's the limit. And that's the thing. And I've said in past videos, even with myself, I'm supposed to spread information. I'm supposed to spread the knowledge, to tell people how I feel so they can relate, so they can move forward, so they can at least think and put themselves somewhere where, okay, I did A, B, and C. That's not working. Let me start over. Let me continue to D, E, and F. See how that looks. So everybody can get a win. That's what we're here for. This whole 24-hour cycle of trying to be happy, yeah, it is a job. People smile through their pain. People tell you everything's all right, and it's not. Like a mini depression almost. And where people just can't seem to really put two and two together, and can't grasp it, can't combine it and really be able to be what they supposed to be, their purpose, where they shine at. No. Because you got to pay the bills. ComEd, T-Mobile, AT&T, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, etc. All of that. I can go on and on trying to figure out what needs to be paid. And I'm just talking about from a single person perspective. Now throw somebody else in, and now y'all in a relationship. And y'all trying to figure out where we go from here, how we build. The nest egg, putting money in. What benefits you, what benefits the person that you with. You got men and women, like I just said, in relationships, and they don't know how to really make that turn with the finances. But then we'll come across when you see them at the barbecue as a happy couple. Because trying to be happy is a 24-hour job. Then you try and do it again in the next 24 hours until you break. Because people out here are not happy. They're not. They'll tell you that. They'll say everything is all right. They'll say everything is how it's supposed to be. But is it really? That's the thing they have to ask themselves. Not even for you, if you ask that. I don't ask people none of that. I just have conversation. And you can find out things by not actually asking for the things that you're looking for. It's a way to talk, open people up, have them feel comfortable. I'm not saying it's an absolute way to do it, 100%. I'll never tell you something that's absolute unless I have numbers. But if anybody in your circle right now, you trying to figure out something, ask them without asking. Because so many people, including them, are just not happy. Trying to be happy is a 24-hour job. All of the stress, all of the expectations, what people looking at you to do, and you trying to fix all of that, or at least make a statement on it to make people feel good. Whatever that may be in the position that you're in. There don't got to be no political position or anything like that. You can just be you. It starts with you and ends with you. Look in the mirror. That's what keeps you going. When I look in the mirror, that's what keeps me going. And I got to hold that person accountable. So I know I got to get back out here and spread knowledge. Record these videos. Put it out there. And I want you all to hear, listen, comprehend. You think that it's just a game sometimes. Once you out here and trying to be happy. But no, it's a 24-hour job. Especially if you're a parent. It's hard enough for people who have no children. Now we switching to the people who have a child or two or more and trying to make it. Because they put a lot of pressure on us to get to this certain level, and we supposed to have this by this age and all of that. And I'm saying we have to break that. It's stressful. It's hard. Because you play along with the game, you go along to get along. It's an opportunity to make so much more money. And then it brings it back cycling to making sure you play ComEd and T-Mobile and AT&T for your entertainment. Then you got to pay your water bill. And that's where it's going in the United States. They want people to have to try and get enough money to where once they put artificial intelligence in there, that when you're not needed, you're able to stand on your own too and be successful. But I really don't know how to be happy. I said it's a 24-hour job. And I still think that. Not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do in them 24 hours. I don't think I need that. I think I'm still very in tune with the other people in my life so I can be happy, so I can be positive and go from there. And that's what gives me strength, gives me my strength. I don't know what gives you your strength, but that gives me my strength. Being able to listen to other people and set up a plan to correct it, because it comes with responsibility. These videos that I'm putting out, like this one, comes with responsibility. I have to be careful with what I say. So what I'm saying right now, I want everybody to take heed and share it. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Facts or feelings, all one word, no spaces. Put that in a YouTube search and my channel comes right up. I'm trying to get this information out here. And I say it in a way for everybody to be able to understand, whomever sees it. So go to YouTube, put all of that in, search for Facts or Feelings, all one word, and you'll see this channel. And I like if you objective, where we can go back and forth, that's fine. It's a teachable moment. And we have to have those. There's a lot of high tensions. And so it's crazy out here. And people should be able to be happy, but again, it's a 24-hour job. People got so much else to do with their own children and their own relationships. So I don't know exactly what it will take, but these things will correct themselves. And we as human beings can't look for hope in things in the movie theater, whatever, TV show. You can't look at that and say like, okay, we're going to continue. Stuff gets made, stuff gets done. And it's like people feel that's going to be their next out, where they going to go to next. Trying to be happy, whether it be like I was referencing people trying to get a role, TV show, a movie, and then it doesn't happen. And then you can't control it. And you really want to be in a circle where, happiness don't have to be a 24-hour job. You don't have to, because you want to rest, right? You want to lay down. You want to have your thoughts, which does scare some people because you have thoughts and people don't want the quietness because then they have to answer themselves, and people don't really want to look in the mirror. But I embrace it. I let it go. I'm not afraid of no mirror, and being able to actually be happy. Even with everything I just said, I can't give you 100% guarantee that it will work. But just try and be joyful. Try and be positive. I know it's hard. And then you lose people that you love to it if it goes that route. And you really don't want to deal with that. So I want everybody to stay positive. Stand on your own too. Be positive. Stay positive. Whatever they try and say that you didn't deal with, then leave that alone. I want everybody to stay positive. Be positive. That's the way it's supposed to be. Not this other stuff where it takes away from everything. Not being happy, it's still going to be a 24-hour cycle. But people have to reject it. That's the only way we can at least try and bring some sense of peace. Not 100%. But, you see certain signs, certain symbols. Even if it's in a movie like Superman, where you see Lex Luthor. Now, I'm not trying to do any, spoils, but he knows Superman's secrets and the kryptonite that can take him out. And look at kryptonite as the same way of you trying to be happy, but there's something holding you back, something hurting you. Not in the same way that it hurts Superman, but still. Look at kryptonite as an example. Stuff that keeps you from going where you need to go. And so, just going back to the people who need some type of inspiration, it's crazy out here. Depression, people allegedly hanging themselves. Delta State University, they found a black man hanging. Did he do it? Or did someone force it? It's just so much going on. And it's hard. That's why I said being happy is a 24-hour job. Yes, you learn to step away from things that you can't control. But it don't accept your psyche. It don't accept this up here. You're still going to have to want to see what the deal is. So it gets depressing at times. Trying to figure out what's right for your mother and your father. What's right? What am I doing wrong? So it's just get to a point where there's nothing you can do. Just monitor the whole situation. And now you got a family in pain. if it comes to that. Just whatever the case may be. Family in pain, if someone else done passed away, and your happiness, your 24-hour cycle is now going down, how do you deal with that? Because it's just words on a screen, on a piece of paper. So let me know what you all think in the comments about this whole situation. And, do you think it's a 24-hour job, a 24-hour cycle trying to be happy? Where it shouldn't be, but as soon as you get in that area, and we speak in downtown Chicago, you just don't get nobody to really be able to sympathize with you and be cool with you. It's dropping the ticket right off on your vehicle. So it's something to be mindful of. And because you don't want that, I think it's $50, $60. You want to avoid all of that. Everybody got a lot more money they can do with the $60. So I had to put all of that in there and just see how things go with this whole situation. And I don't know. Everything seems to get worse. You get depressed. Even when I try and speak out here on YouTube, it goes on deaf ears. People don't make it to who it needs to be made to, and it's just crazy. So I'm gonna leave it alone, and we'll see how it go. I'm sure there'll be more captions, and we'll go from there. Everybody stay safe. I'm out.